Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. The Nets will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Brooklyn. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
One thing to watch tonight, RJ, both these teams are great passing the ball. They really rack up the assists.
These are the type of teams you want to play for, because you know what? If you pass it, the ball will find you again.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power? And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Gordon a screen. Toronto grabs the miss.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
And stolen by Gordon. It's stolen by Barrett. One-on-one fast break. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And there's the drive. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And it's off from three-point range. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
Tucker trains the three-pointer.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition, and been very unselfish.
Now here's Curry. Combining around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Here's Barrett. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Nets. They trail by 1. Simons from outside. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. DeRozan, the open look. That one bounces around and comes back out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Curry on the wing. Gordon a screen. And Curry, here we go. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tucker's got 6 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And the basketball IQ that Curry possesses is special, capable of shredding the defense in a screen roll.
Here's Barrett following the bucket by the Nets. It's Ingram on the wing. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Pass to Curry. He had a nice open look right there. He's got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Left side, Barrett. DeRozan for 3. Curry with the rebound.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Shot clock at 5. Over Barrett. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more often time than not.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Got it off in time, and that one released in time, but no good. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Raptors out. 15. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Pass to Carrington. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn trailing. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most of any of your team.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
That one's not going to go. Now, Simon. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Buzelis. Raptors moving the ball around. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Kevin?
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack? Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Ingram up top. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by the Nets. Curry with it. He's got 8. Gordon a screen. Here comes Curry. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Carrington. Pass to Chamberlain. Now Ingram. Chamberlain a screen. Shoots the 3. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Okogie. Hasn't made one yet. This one for 3. Curry's shot is off. Raptors leading by 3. Now Carrington. Pass to Lopez. Out to the right wing. Lopez a screen. Here's Carrington. No good on the three.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Curry from three.
Few do it better than Curry. The range of his shooting is practically in a league of its own.
Over to the left wing. The wide open look here for Lopez. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Gordon. There's a Kobe. Outside Curry. Over Lopez. Curry, good. Curry's got 13.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Lopez outside. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Nets trailed by 4. Podziemski with it. It's Simons, top of the key. Pass to Vucevic. Here's the three. Rebounded by Tucker. 27 seconds left here in the second. Out to Barrett. And again, Toronto with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
To a Kobe. Back to Simons. Down low. Taken away by Williams. And so it's the Toronto Raptors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Now, here's Barrett. Takes it inside. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just getting away from the a power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Up top, Barrett. DeRozan for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Screen by Howard. To the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Yeah, and when Howard loads up inside, I think the defense is smart to foul and send him to the line.
That one is no good. Toronto leading by 11. And it's Barrett penetrating. Can't hit that one. It's stolen by Buzelis. It's Barrett on the wing. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Simons with the ball. And it's Buzelis picking him up. And Howard has it in the corner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on R.J. Barrett.
And Howard selling the up fake there, but not the worst thing to send him to the line.
Now, here's Barrett. He has 6. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Well, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. Richard, be honest. Did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Nets trailed by 13. Here's Highland. Pass to Pajemski. The 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. And the Raptors with possession. Now, Fears. Still yet to score. Tucker sinks the triple. Tucker's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Toronto.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Chamberlain. .149 left to play in the 3rd. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Nets trailed by 16. 1:31 left in the 3rd. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Fears with it. Buzelis, no one around him. Gets an open look and hits. Buzelis has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Here's Tucker. A 3-pointer off the mark. So it's Brooklyn now. It's a 16-point game. To the paint. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his first bucket in this one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Fears. Still without a basket. Lopez outside. Pass to Fears. Lopez. And staying with the play, Lopez. And the Raptors lead by 16.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And here's Chamberlain. Pass to Fears. Off target from outside. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They're 45. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Nets trailed by 16. Pass to Howard. Curry looking around. The tray. Second shot opportunity. Fires the 3. Now here's Gordon. Back to Curry. 5 to shoot. Outside, Simons. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And here's Barrett. Sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
Outside Curry. For Barrett. Curry with the bucket. Curry's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Nets. Outside Barrett. Over in the corner, Williams. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Lock at 6. In the corner, it's Ingram. Pulls it from 20. Rebounded by the Nets.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Pass to Curry. Screen by Howard. Now here's Curry. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Not only does Howard set perfect screens, he cuts quickly after the pick has been set. Just the perfect pick and roll play.
Outside Lopez. No good from 3.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And an intentional foul right there. The Raptors making a switch here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Raptors in division.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Oh, what a play inside.
Explosive, off the bounce with great body control. Barrett's most effective when going downhill.
Curry outside. Outside Gordon. Here's Curry. Shot clock at 6. Now Gordon. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Outside DeRozan. Oh, the slam dunk.
DeRozan making his presence felt at the rim.
Outside Curry. Down he goes for 3.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Outside Ingram. DeRozan. Gordon with the rebound. And they're desperately trying to get this game back within reach.
And with very little time to spare.
Now Curry. The shot is off. And here are the Raptors now. At one point, they led by 16. DeRozan inside. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Here's Barrett. And so it's Toronto winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.